We'll have seen the quest for the Disciples of War, Magic, and Land, and now it's time for the Disciples of Hand. It's time to start doing some crafting, and we are beginning our first set of crafting quest episodes with the Carpenter's Guild here in Gridania. The day has finally come. Our combat classes are leveled. Our gatherer classes are leveled. Now we become a crafter. Something I will go ahead and mention about these crafting classes right away, and I'm going to say this about all of at the start of each of the crafting videos. For all of our quests, we're going to be asked to do, you guessed it, crafting. Now, sometimes we'll be asked to get materials that we don't have. Sometimes these materials will have to be gathered by, gathering or going out and buying them as drops from an enemy that I'll have to go out and kill, or by crafting. Sometimes the material we need has to be crafted first. To speed things along, I am not going to be obtaining the materials in any of these videos. I will obtain them before I even pick up the quest, and we'll just do it there. But I will go ahead and mention, like, okay, we got this thing, this is how I got it. Just to keep things cool, I guess. Just have a little bit of an explanation. I don't know why I said the word cool. But that way, we can talk about what I had to do for them without having to get into the details of showing exactly what I did, because that would make the crafting videos take way, 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 way too long. So with that said, let's talk to Korg here. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Carpenter's Guild. We are the artisans who take wood and grant it new form and purpose as the archer's bow, the lancer's spear, and the novice's shield. If carpentry holds any appeal, you should consider joining our guild. Might you be interested in learning the ways of woodworking? I am, actually. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Now, before we proceed, I think it only right that I acquaint you with our guild's storied past. Since the founding of Gridania, we have built our homes and crafted our weapons from the trees of the Twelveswood. As our nation grew and prospered, the woodworkers' repertoire expanded to encompass a greater variety of articles, and carpentry developed into an art. At first, there was no association of carpenters. Each individual worked and sold his services independently. However, the advent of water mills meant that more efficient construction methods were needed, along with formalized maintenance regimes, all of which necessitated organization. The Carpenters Guild was founded to oversee the operation of water mills and promote cooperation between woodworkers. Now, I must mention at this point that we owe much and more of our prosperity to the Great Loam Growery. Thanks to the hardworking botanists, which I can see that you are, we are pleased with the finest lumber in all of Eorzea. This confluence of ideal circumstances allows us to provide all manner of goods and services to the people of Gridania. My apologies. That was rather longer than I intended. Still, I trust you have gained a greater understanding of our guild. We expect our members to drink deep of the collective wisdom that the guild has amassed over the course of its history, to actively seek an understanding of wood and the techniques required to work it, rather than simply waiting to be taught. We expect, in short, nothing less than total commitment to the craft. If you wish to start down this path, then speak to me once more, and I shall explain to you the enrollment process. Would you like to know more about the enrollment process? Way of the Carpenter! Korg wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Carpenters Guild. Oh, wonderful! I should mention at this point that Timber Master Beaton assesses all would-be apprentices personally, so you'll need to obtain his approval before you begin. Timber Master Beaton can be a harsh and unforgiving man, but if you love the craft and have the will to learn, you can ask for no better tutor. He is quite simply the finest carpenter in Gridania. Of course, it will take you some time and no small amount of effort to comprehend the full extent of his teachings, but you may rest assured that he will not lead you astray. That said, when you meet him, I would advise you to choose your words carefully and, resist the urge to run away. That sounds ominous. Another green adventurer come to play with saws. Well then, I suggest you first speak with... Oh, you've met Korg already, have you? That as well. But know that the decision to initiate you into the guild rests with me. Tell me, true adventurer, have you in mind to devote yourself to the art of carpentry? I do. The look on your face bespeaks determination, or mayhap trapped wind. Still, you look strong enough to hold a saw, if your stony weapon there is any indication. And if your resolve is indeed genuine, then I give you leave to remain, for the time being. However, you are useless to me in your current state. You are as a seedling. Some potential, perhaps, but no more like to thrive than perish. Experience is what you will require, boy, and I shall give you the means to acquire it. Take this saw. It is old, yes, but sharp as needs be. Now, prove to me that you are not completely incompetent by taking up your new tool. Once you have done so, present yourself to me for inspection. Carpenter unlocked. And the crafting log has been obtained. Ooh, I should probably make room for that somewhere. Oh, I know. We don't need soothe anymore. Actually, no. I could just forget the crafting log with the N button. That's the button I always remember very well. All right. We have a weathered saw now. We'll go ahead and equip that as our main tool. Because we have a saw as a weapon. Technically, we could fight with it, but I don't recommend it. And... oh. What? I'm equipped with the... oh. I know why. Well, we're naked. That sounds gonna be my moment. I don't have any level 1 gear currently in my inventory. It's fine. My first saw, Timbermaster Beaton is testing fledgling carpenters by challenging them to craft maple lumber. Ah, good. You have proven that you know how to grip a saw. Oh my god, put some clothes on, dear man. Ay, for fuck's sake. Do not mistake your saw for a mere tool. It is a part of you, of your arm. And can you put down part of your arm? No. Unless somebody chops it off first, and then... unless you have I guess you could have a prosthetic. You're making me feel very awkward right now, sir. Oh, mark me then. If you do put it down, and worse, lose your saw, I shall use mine own to demonstrate to you the pain of losing a limb. But I jest. Partially. One-armed carpenters are scarcely half as useful in my experience. In any case, merely holding a saw does not make you a carpenter. Whatever some might think. You must become one with it, and learn to fear with it as you work the wood. To wit, you must first know the wood. Demonstrate your knowledge by bringing me a length of maple lumber. Maple lumber is made from maple logs. Just so. Our man Ferial by the entrance will furnish you with such logs for a nominal price. Of course, any fool knows that fresh-cut logs are laden with water. To guard against decay, we use wind shards to hasten the natural drying process. Do not forget to do the same. To synthesize a length of maple lumber for Timbermaster Beaton, select logs from the main menu, followed by crafting logs. All disciples of the hand receive a crafting log, which contains the recipes of every item they can synthesize. The crafting log can be opened by selecting logs from the main menu. To begin synthesis, you must first select the crafting class and level tier of the item you wish to create. Once you have highlighted the item, confirm if you possess all the materials necessary in your inventory. If you do, select the Synthesize button to begin the crafting process. So yeah, just go down here to logs, we'll bring up crafting log, and here it is. So we can see, oh hey look, here's the recipe for a bunch of level 1 to 5 things for carpenter, and here's maple lumber. Maple lumber, Jesus, requires 3 maple logs and 1 wind shard. Every craft, I'm pretty sure, requires at least 1 or 2 different kinds of shards. So like if I go to square maple shield, it requires both a wind, and an ice shard. I have some shards from doing quests and leave quests and things. But if I ever run out, I can always just go buy more at the market. It's fine. It might be expensive, but it's fine. So for this recipe, I need 3 maple logs. I currently have 8, so we can go ahead and make this. But now, Timber Master Beaton mentioned that I can go buy them from somebody else in the Carpenter's Guild. They have some amount of supplies for us. How I got them was by going gathering in the North Shroud and just going to there's a specific area. I don't need to mention the specific area, but I went logging in the North Shroud and I got the maple logs I needed. So let's make one. Oh, I need to take this shit off my hotbar, because now we have a crafting window and a tutorial about how to do it. Crafting is similar to battle in that various actions are used to proceed. Successfully crafting an item entails executing synthesis actions to achieve 100% progress before material durability reaches 0. If durability reaches 0 before progress has reached 100%, the synthesis will fail and some of the materials may be lost. Items that you have successfully crafted at least once will appear with a check mark on their icons. Crafting an item for the first time will earn you a special experience point bonus. So all we can do right now is just click on basic synthesis. We will get a bunch more buttons as we move on. And I'll get to make a crafting hotbar for the very first time. But let's go ahead and make this. I click basic synthesis. We gained 6 progress out of night with cost of 10 durability. If I just do this one more time, we should be done, right? Oh, huzzah. Alright, let's show the Timber Master. As I mentioned before, Fariel has magic logs, maple logs, my apologies, not magic logs in his stock, as well as many other materials you may require for other crafts. Or, if you are ready, show me what you have brought. Yes, I feel it. The wood tells all. There were no careless cuts. Saw and Carpenter moved as one, as if dancing. Do you see this grain? Oh, it flows softly like syrup. Durable, yet pliant. Suitable for weapons and armor both. This child is maple. Trace the grain with your fingertips and memorize the lines. Consider every characteristic when choosing your material. That is what it means to know the wood. The maple lumber you have brought me is acceptable. You have passed the first test. Yet for all it has grown, your knowledge is still lacking. You must needs learn more. A true carpenter knows the qualities and uses of every tree in the forest. When you know the lines of the maple better than those upon your own hand, return to me. I shall have another test for you. Until then, child. The next carpenter quest will be available from Beaton upon reaching level 5. And oh, thank God, he's giving us a shirt. And if only I had pants. Oh, we kind of have pants. Sort of. Not really. We just have a very long shirt, but it's something. Oh, I don't want to make that be white mage. It's time for a new gear set. Very nice. To be the wood. Timber Master Beaton wants you to craft 3 maple shields. It is plain for your bearing that you and your saw have begun to move as one. As true partners. Good. You're ready for the second test. You must be the wood. Before you brought me maple lumber to demonstrate your knowledge of wood. This time, you will demonstrate your ability to create with it. I bid you craft me 3 maple shields. For this, you will require maple lumber and bronze rivets. As you would expect, our guild supplier, Burial, has no shortage of that which you require. Should you desire a more economical solution, however, you might consider a more traditional method of acquisition. Many materials essential to our craft are harvested by our steadfast allies, the botanists of the Great Loam Growery. Were you to befriend one of their number, you might be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. Or, if you would rather not be beholden to another, you can even try your own hand at botany. Oh, I already have. Oh. Well then. In that case, go, and do not disappoint me. Alright, crafting log. Square maple shields, what we're making. It takes 1 maple lumber and 2 bronze rivets. Maple lumber, as we saw previously, had to be crafted using maple logs. The bronze rivets, however, also had to be crafted using, I believe, bronze ingots. Let's click this and see. Yeah, it was 1 bronze ingot per. So with that, let's go ahead and make our first square of maple shield. Why did I say it like that? We have new buttons, by the way. We're still only going to do basic synthesis. We can increase the quality, but there's no point. It doesn't matter to these quests. You can make high quality items, but it really doesn't do anything for story quests. Not yet. Eventually they'll be like, hey, we want you to specifically make something high quality for us. And I'm like, oh, fine, I'll do it. But unless they say it, we ain't got to do it. Additionally, we made 1. We need to make 2 more. We have a button here called Quick Synthesis. I unlock this when any of my crafters hit level 10. And it lets you make multiple things at a time. Well, I guess not at a time. It lets you make more things faster automatically. You just have to have created it properly first. Just 1 time, though. So, I say I want 2 more. I click Synthesize, and the game just goes. Just like that. What's this? Have you already been the wood to your will? I have. Take a look. You are no workaday carpenter. That much is plain. Well done, child. Your shields are most satisfactory. The pattern of the grain, the lingering scent of maple. Your choice of materials is excellent, and the construction above criticism. Few carpenters can claim such skill. The Ul'dah once favored shields of wood. Do you know this? Today, it is not so. They, like your adventurer brethren, are wont to choose the surety of the armorer's metal. But the shield of wood provides ample protection for a lower price. It is readily made and readily replaced if broken. And while not quite so sturdy, it may yet serve the sparer man his doom, just as readily as any shield of metal. To imbue shield and spear with your strength, to pour your life into the wood, that others might preserve their own. This is what it means to be the wood. Such responsibility is not to be taken lightly, child. You have passed the 2nd test, and in so doing have earned this amateur's claw hammer. Though a saw will suffice for many tasks, a carpenter who wields blade and hammer both can perform his trade with greater ease. The issue is to improve as a carpenter. It is essential that you learn to use the 2 tools in combination. Continue to refine your skills and return to me when you're ready to take the next step. Certain gear grants bonuses to your craftsmanship, control, and CP values. A higher craftsmanship rating hastens the progress of synthesis. Greater control increases the chance of creating high-quality items, and additional CP improves your crafting stamina. Outfitting yourself with an eye to your current objective will increase the efficiency of your crafting endeavors. So, Liquor Gatherer... Oh, that was weird. It still showed the good check mark. Liquor Gatherers. Every crafter has a secondary tool that they can wield. But this is really only an aesthetic thing. It just appears in some of your crafts as a change in the animation. For carpenters, it's a claw hammer. Supplies for the sick. Timbermaster Beaton is looking for someone to deliver ash lumber. I see by the wearing of your saw blade that you have not neglected your carpentry since last we spoke. Very good. You'll soon be ready for your third and final test. In the meantime, the guild has need of your services. You're familiar with ash wood. But of course you are. I bid you craft me ash lumber, then. A simple task, you say? You shan't have trouble crafting me 12 lengths. This is no jest. We used our last few mere moments ago. So you see, this assignment is motivated purely by practical concerns. I would ordinarily handle such a trifling task myself. Of course, but I am feeling unwell, and I do believe you would benefit from the practice. Now go, and do not disappoint me. Alright, we need to craft some ash lumber, which... there it is. It requires 3 ash logs, which I got from doing some botany in... where was that? The North Shroud. So, let's synthesize it. We don't need to worry about high quality. Let's just make some wood. Actually, I want to try rapid synthesis, see if I can make that to work this time. I say this time, for me it's this time. I didn't try it with Carpenter before. Oh wait, I need to make the 12. Shoot, what am I doing? Quick synthesis, let's make the rest really quick. I kind of wish it could go even faster though, you know? Like, this is fast compared to if I was doing it manually, but it still feels like it could be faster. Like, do I need to see the animation every time? No. Wait. Oh, I need to make one more? No! Because one of them was high, it won't take high quality ones. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we don't want to do high quality. That's, good thing I had some extra ash logs. Oh my god. Oh. That's kind of annoying, honestly. Have you brought the ash lumber? I did. Such a prodigious quantity. Thank you, child. You've done your guild a service. Ash lumber is renowned for its unparalleled flexibility. This quality makes it ideal for use in bows and myriad other weapons. By the same token, ash lumber is easily worked and thus ideal for learning the basics of our craft. Such a versatile material is understandably popular, and so we have always need of more. It may also interest you to know that ash possesses certain medicinal properties. Tea brewed from its bark eases various complaints. Complaints such as that with which I am presently afflicted. Suffice to say, I am pleased that your lumber is dusted with a sufficiency of bark fragments. Let us return to the subject of carpentry. You have proven yourself more than capable of working without my guidance. If you wish to market your crafts to others, speak with Gontran on the Carline Canopy. He has an abundance of guild leads waiting to be fulfilled. Yeah, that's how I've been leveling. Continue to refine your skills and return to me when you're ready to take the next step. Alright, we got a few things here. What do I want? Okay, that gives me some more control, but I lose a lot of perception. Ugh. Wait, do I need perception? I don't need perception. What am I talking about? Body feels looks like it's going to be our best. Oh, actually. Our gloves. We want the gloves. A carpenter in need. Timbermaster Beaton needs a carpenter to assist one of his newest apprentices. Well met, Yarente. Your training as a carpenter is almost complete. Indeed, I had a splendid final test prepared for you. Alas, the plight of one of our guild's newer members demands my attention. The boy's name is Mera Pamera, and he's an adventurer like you, though one of rather less promise. Something troubles the lad, yet he is willing to speak of personal matters with me, though I am the very soul of understanding, as you know. Mayhap you would fare better. I sense that he may be more inclined to speak with our fellow adventurer. Now go, Yarente, and do not disappoint me. Oh, another adventurer? Maybe I know them. No, you don't look familiar, actually. I don't think I've ever gone into a dungeon with you. Oh, God strike me down for a fool. I'll never be able to finish in time. Please, you must help me. You can make ash shortbows and feather harpoons, can't you? Probably. You see, I went and forgot that I had agreed to craft 2 weapons for the Archers and Lancers Guild for delivery no later than, well, today? But today I'm also obligated to complete an order of 100 lengths of oak lumber. Oh God. The point being that I can't possibly do both. And Timbermaster Beaton is a veritable terror when his wrath is on him. If I dare neglect either duty, he surely will not spare me his saw. So while I labor over this lumber, might you consent to craft the goods for the guilds? Oh, thank you. Oh, and when you finish them, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver the weapons to the relevant guild masters. Godspeed! Alright, so, a feather harpoon. This is crafted with ash lumber, crow feather, sword femur, and animal glue. The ash lumber was crafted with ash log. Crow feather had to be gathered in Central Shroud with botany. The soiled femur was obtained by mining in Central Thanaland, and animal glue also had to be crafted with alchemy, actually. So, let's make this harpoon. Done. And now for the ash shortbow. This was made with ash lumber, ash branch, and hempen yarn. Hempen yarn was made by crafting 2 milko grass. The ash branch was gathered in the North Shroud with botany, and the ash lumber crafted with ash logs. Oh, I just like that because it's a high quality item. There we go. There we go. All right, let's go see the relevant guild masters. Wait, this way. All right, we're gonna take a quick warp over to the Archers Guild. Hey, Lucienne. Been a while. How's it going? Welcome, adventurer. How do we owe the pleasure? I have a bow for you. Is this the ash shortbow we ordered? Thank you for delivering it. One of our Miqo'te recruits has been struggling, lest you wonder. Talented though she is, the longbow we furnished her with does not suit a Miqo'te's shorter arms and slighter frame. But I dare say this shortbow, with its lighter drawweight and more modest span, should help her reach her true potential. Indeed, shortbows, not unlike this, were favored by her ancestors, and some things never change. It is clear to me that a great deal of care went into this shortbow's construction. I will see that our recruit spares no effort in making the most of this boon. You're welcome. I was gonna say, it was like, oh, was it Midbus? But she definitely is already using a shortbow, not a longbow. Does anybody here in here, are there any Miqo'tes with a longbow? I can just like say it was them. No. I thought about chatting with Lee and Silver, see if they would have any dialogue, like after completing those quests, but We got deliveries to make. 2 of the Lancers. The combat class in the game with the worst level 1 to 30 story. Oof. Well met, adventurer. You don't seem to be here for trading. I passed your training already. Oh, I didn't recognize you. What? Oh, the feathered harpoon. Why, thanks for the delivery. Have we not received it in time? I was considering using a fisherman's harpoon instead. You seem surprised. I take it you're not aware that the harpoons we use in battle were born of the humble fisherman's tool? Aye. When Huron fishers migrated inland from the coast, they adapted the tools of their trade for use in the hunting of game. The resulting harpoon proved a fearsome weapon indeed, and so the Lancers of old took it for their own. Hard to believe, is it not? I must say, this harpoon is a particularly impressive piece of craftsmanship. A compliment to the Carpenter. Thank you. Alright, we need to go back to Beaton. Let's get back to the main Aetheryte Plaza. How kind of you to assist Mayor Premier with the orders. The Guildmaster spoke highly of your craftsmanship as well. This is very good. Do not attempt to mislead me. I know full well it was your work. Needless to say, it was necessary to punish the Lalafell. I feel to spend more time sawing apprentices than wood of late. I jest, of course. A saw is wasted on an apprentice. The stink of blood lingers, and it makes it hard to focus on work. This, I know. I'm terrified that you know that. Don't worry about it. I will admit, I was not ignorant of Mera Pamera's situation. In fact, I recognized an opportunity to test your character. You aided your fellow carpenter with no prospect of reward, delivering finely crafted goods when merely serviceable ones would have sufficed. And you claimed no credit. I am proud of you, Yerinthe. There's no doubt in my mind that your talents will serve the nation of Gridania well, and save many lives. Just as they will bring about many deaths. This is the responsibility of all who make weapons. But a choice between the deaths of our people and the deaths of our enemies, well, it's no choice at all. You have passed the 3rd and final test. Congratulations, Yerinthe. By your actions, you have demonstrated your understanding of what it means to know the wood, be the wood, and love the wood. You possess the knowledge, skills, and the compassion necessary to master carpentry. By overcoming these trials, you have proven that you are no longer a novice. The sapling is well on its way to becoming a tree. You are now a true carpenter of the Oak Atrium. Know, though, that however refined your skills may be, there will always be more to learn. Represent us well in your travels, Yerinthe, and return to us often. You shall always be welcome. I'm only level 15 and I'm already, like, being told that I'm a master? I don't, well, maybe not master, but kind of sounds like what he's saying. But we got a new hammer. Yay. The Lance's Lesson. Timbermaster Beaton has a request for a well-traveled carpenter. Ah, Yerinthe. My thoughts have turned to you lately. I trust you have honed your skills further since last we met. In that case, I have a request. Mayhap you have made iron lances before for your customers. However, you have not made them for me. As you doubtless know, my standards differ from those of others. An iron lance's design is one of elegance and simplicity, and I would see you demonstrate your understanding of those qualities through your work. This I ask of all my charges. The Iron Lance is a marriage of elm, iron, and lumber. As you are doubtless aware, the requisite elm lumber and circles of leather are readily available within the city. Iron ingots, however, are much rarer, as they are forged by the smiths of Limsa Lominsa. Procuring them will prove far more problematic. You must steel yourself for a long and arduous journey, Yeranthe. The wilderness is infested with unspeakable horrors, and the roads are watched by bandit hordes. But I jest. While such arduous character-building trials may have been impossible once upon a time, they are, alas, simply unfeasible now. You need only browse the market boards or enlist the aid of a blacksmithing associate to obtain the iron you require. Oh, and there's but one more thing you must needs do. I would have you attach a single materia to the lance you craft. Any type will suffice. I find it hard to believe that an experienced adventurer like yourself could be unfamiliar with the substance, but on the off chance that you are, I suggest you seek out that goblin fellow in Central Thanalan. There is no one more knowledgeable on the subject, or so I have heard. When you are in possession of all the necessary materials, I bid you craft me a single materia-enhanced iron lance. Alright, so for the iron lance, as mentioned, we need Oh, shoot. I just put my stuff back on my retainers in the market board. Whoops! Make a quick trip to the market board! My inventory is filling up, so I was like, oh, I was in the middle of something else. Like and I just, after I had everything, and then I put it away. Like a big old fool. Alright. Let's go to the market bell. Retrieve what I need. Oof. I honestly can't believe I did that. Okay, so it's gonna be elm lumber, iron ingot, and hard leather. We'll start. Okay, that's not where I want to go. Keep going over to the market over here. Okay, so let's see. My elm lumber. Okay, now I've used the item search command in the chat. You can't see it. But I looked up all three of the items that we need, so I'm like, okay, I can just easily pull up which retainer they're on, because my materials are split between two different retainers, because one retainer is full, and the other one is taking care of that and materia. It's been a thing. Hey, how many materia do I have right now? I've got 8 currently. Okay. Good to know. Really wouldn't pass if I just warped, but I did not think about it. I got in a panic. Okay, so my elm lumber is on Solace. Most of it is probably on Solace, if not all of it. There's the elm lumber. Thank you. Hard leather. It's also on Solace. I'll grab both of those. I'm not sure which one I need. And then the last thing was the steel. Wait, steel ingot? No, I need iron ingot. Uh-oh. Do I not? Did I not? I did not make the iron ingots needed. Wow, I really screwed things up for myself, didn't I? Okay. I thought I was all prepared, and it turns out I am a fool. Okay, how many iron ingots do I need? 2. Alright, so we're going to switch to blacksmith real quick. Or do we want to do... Yeah, we're switching to blacksmith. Because, like you said, like, you know, you can't just go out and get iron ingots themselves super easily. They have to be made. So either you get a blacksmith like me to make them, or you just buy them off the marketplace. All right, now that's Carpenter. We're actually going to do that. Now we should be able to make the iron lance. All three of the materials we needed here had to be crafted. Elm lumber from elm logs, iron ingot from, as we just saw, iron ore, and hard leather from animal hide. But now we have to attach a materia to this iron lance. So, right-click the item in question, go to Meld, and you can just choose the materia. For these quests, it does not matter what kind of materia you give them. I recommend you give them something that you don't care about, because you're going to lose it, and I don't care about this crafted materia, so here we go. Man, we pulled out that saw, and I had a panic. It's like, wait, what are we crafting? It's like, oh, we're doing that same animation for whatever we're attaching materia? Okay. Sure thing, boss. Alright, Bean, after a bit of a comedy of errors, I've got your iron lance. That person is dead. Oh, never mind. I thought they were laying down. I saw their pants and with their tails laying on. I was like, I thought they were just lying on the ground. They looked like a body. Is your lance ready? I'm eager to see what you have wrought. Yep, right here. You do not disappoint, Yerinthe. Your lance exceeds my expectations. These formidable weapons were originally intended to be used by the Ishgarian cavalry. They were designed with the aim of maximizing their bearer's effectiveness on the field of battle. By utilizing the speed of his mount, a lance-wielding knight could easily deliver a devastating blow that would cripple, if not outright kill. But this mode of attack placed significant strain on both the rider and his weapon. Should the latter fail, the knight would be left defenseless. Needless to say, the Iron Lance proved to be anything but prone to failure, eventually prompting Gridania's wood whalers to adopt it as their own. The differences between the modern Gridanian weapon and the Ishgarian original are not so substantial, amounting to little more than a smaller vamlet. Our lancers do not require the same protection as the mounted knight, you see. Fascinating, is it not? The history our weapons carry, how they change and evolve to meet different demands. Truly, all things possess potential for growth. Weapons, armor, forests and cities, and aspiring carpenters. Remember this too, Yerinthe. The Iron Lance is a marvelous weapon, not because it does not bend at the moment of impact, but because it does not break. To bend, yet not break. To endure and persevere, and finally, triumph. When I gaze upon this lance, I am reminded of the singular importance of resolve. A quality I saw in you when first you joined us, and that will serve you well in the future. Whatever troubles you may face, remain resolute as an iron lance, and you will succeed. New saw. A crisis of confidence. Something appears to be troubling Timbermaster Beaton. Oh, Yerinthe. You look well. If you have come in search of work, I fear I have nothing to offer. Though if you have no other pressing responsibilities, you might consider spending some time with the younglings in the Acorn Orchard. The workshop has demanded my full attention of late, and and I've been unable to see to them myself. Oh, that would be all, Yaranthe. You okay, Beaten? You don't seem quite yourself. But alright, I'll go play babysitter. Hey, you're one of those adventurers that joined the guild, right? Bean's out in the dumps, is he? No wonder he hasn't visited in ages. I've seen him like this before, but it's because he can't think of anything new to make. He's no fun when he's like this. I prefer it when he's waving his saw around and threatening to tie his useless new apprentices to Fagaga's gift and... Wait, I know! You're a pretty good carpenter, right? Then you can make high-quality walnut lumber. You know how he's always saying stuff like, you must know the wood and all that? Well, I bet if we give him some really good wood, he'd shear him up in no time. I know it sounds a bit strange, but then he is a bit strange, isn't he? And we have to try something. I miss the mean old Beaten. Increasing an item's quality during synthesis improves the chances the resulting product will be of a higher grade or high quality. So, high quality crafting. From here on out, our craft requests will require this of us. That is what this symbol right here means. If it's not a high quality craft, then they will not accept it. How do we make it high quality though? Well, first of all, you don't want to use quick synthesis, because that's only going to have a chance of, you don't know if you're going to get high quality like you want. If you want to actually make it high quality, you know for sure it's right, you got to do a regular old synthesis. If we take walnut lumber, we have to go get some walnut logs. And we got them by doing some logging botany in the South Shroud. So let's synthesize. We've got some buttons in the middle here that I've been ignoring up until this point because they weren't needed. Now they are. We're going to start with one right here, waste not. Reduces loss of durability by 50% for the next 4 steps. And we're going to waste one of those 4 steps by using innovation, which increases the efficiency of touch actions by 50% for the next 4 steps. Then we'll do basic touch, standard touch, basic touch, and one last standard touch. And now we have maxed out on quality. Now we just need to get progress to max. We're going to use veneration. Increases the efficiency of synthesis actions by 50% for the next 4 steps. And now we just use a basic synthesis. And we're done. We did the thing. Good job, guys. Alright, let's go back to Beaten. Leave me be, Yaranthe. I must focus. What is this malaise that plagues me? I thought myself resolute as an iron lance, and yet... What's this? I feel it. I feel it. This high-quality walnut lumber. It is your handiwork, is it not? Dense, durable, and expertly finished. There's no doubting your skill, Yaranthe. Walnut furniture was once quite popular in Ul'dah. Perhaps we could revive that tradition. Or better yet, produce a sturdier base for a new vamplette design. The possibilities are endless. Oh, thanks to you, Yaranthe. It seems I am now paralyzed with indecision. How you have grown, and in so short a time. You remind me of a dear friend, another soul possessed by great passion. Although we walked different paths, we pushed each other to give nothing less than our utmost. He even helped me through those times when Inspiration failed me. I see much of him in you. And so I know I can hold you to the same high standards. Return to your work, Yaranthe, and do not disappoint me. New hammer. Between Captain and Conjurer, Timber Master Beaton has a special commission for you. It is good you have come, Yaranthe. Your talents are needed for a commission. The client asks you by name, in fact. It would seem that the adventurer turned carpenter has earned himself a reputation. You are to craft a walnut cane of unparalleled quality. When it is ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. Alright, we need to make a high quality walnut cane. Let's get this started. We need one walnut lumber and one growth formula beta. The walnut lumber is crafted from 3 walnut logs, and the growth formula beta is crafted by alchemists using jellyfish umbrella, quicksilver, and rock salt. So, let us begin. Gonna use our high quality strat, waste not, innovation, and then do some touch actions. And we're gonna do innovation again. Actually, oh, I'm a little worried. We cannot do that again. Basic touch. I should have done standard touch. Oh wait, I can do tricks of the trade. And then I will do standard touch. Alright, it's gonna be high quality, but can I get it to max progress in only 3 synthesis actions? Oh. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna take a risk here. We're gonna do rapid synthesis. We have 50% chance for this to work. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh, thank fuck. Have you made the cane, Yaranthe? I did. I was a little worried about it, but it worked. You've done well, Yaranthe. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it were destined to take such a shape. Indeed, your skillful application of growth formula has imbued this cane with new life, giving it the appearance of unworked wood. Wands and cane are perhaps the purest expression of the Carpenter's creed, in that the finished product is a celebration of the wood's past life. Conjurers are, of course, highly attuned to the natural world. Hence, it is no small coup to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. You may go and deliver it to him at the Adder's Nest. Alright, deliver this cane to Gerhard. Yeah, I'm waiting for a carpenter from the guild. Why do you ask? I get your cane here. Oh, so this is Beaton's famed disciple. It pleases me that I can finally put a face to the name. I am Gerhard. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it is plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. Aye, the cane is not for me. It is meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Pawnette, a talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into our ranks. I have been here long enough to know that Gridanians can be rather protective of their city, and that this can manifest itself in a deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudices. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that by giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. You'll find her in Stillglade Fane. Please, give it to her on my behalf. Alright. I don't know why I have to play delivery boy for you, but okay. Wait. Well, I'm going the wrong direction. For some reason, I thought Stillglade Fane was Apkaloo Falls. Good thing I saw the menu map and I was like, wait, why is the quest objective pointing that direction? Hold on. Alright, where... There she is. How long does the captain intend to keep me waiting? Does he have any idea how little time a conjurer has to spare? A gift? That old Megan kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not even see fit to deliver himself? Typical. These foreigners truly don't have the first idea about... Oh my god. Is that a walnut cane? It was so finely wrought, but I scarce believe it man-made. To conjurers, our canes are the physical representation of our connection with the living world. They provide a focus for us to channel the forces of nature and weave spells. To possess a cane made of walnut is a dream most conjurers share, and I am no different. I see the beauty of this cane in the heart of the man who made it. That an outsider could craft this flawless cane. Forgive my impropriety, adventurer. I've never paid outsiders any mind, imagining them incapable of comprehending Gridanian tradition. Yet it seems that it was I who failed to comprehend. You have humbled me, adventurer, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you have worked hard to learn our ways, as has Captain Gerhard. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear that I will do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventurer. Did you meet with the captain before I do? Please convey my gratitude. Oh, we will. See him before you, because that's what the quest wants me to do next. Haha! We run! Well, Judy, she just saw a person running at you at full fucking sprint, holding a saw in their hand. I'd be terrified, personally. Like, that person looks like a psychopath. Oh, I can't jump up there. Sadness. I knew it would not be easy pleasing her. Never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder, how is he? Still working too hard, I presume? So it goes. Anyway, duty calls. Thank you again, Yaranthe. Please give my regards to the Timber Master. Alright, we shall do so. With another sprint. Welcome back, Yaranthe. Was the client satisfied? Interesting. So the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I'm glad that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know, Yaranthe. Who was this client? I only received the messenger, and I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Gerhard? You are certain? I thought him far from Gridania on campaign. When did he return? And why would he not greet me in person? We have known each other for so many years. While I can only assume that his duties leave no time for such niceties. I'm glad to hear he is home and well. Thank you for attending to his request, Yaranthe. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright, so what do I want to get here? That is a 1-point improvement. Jesus Christ. 7 points on the... Wait, hold on. Yeah. 7 for craftsmanship and a 2 on control. And then 1 on control. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the Velveteen Cat. Easy choice. Oh, nice. I don't know. I must have gotten those from the Gathering quests. Alright, cool. Improvement in 2 spots. Wait, did we not get a new weapon? Oh no, here it is. Here's the saw. I was like, wait a minute. This one's also a bit of a different shape. A little bit new. Growing apart. Timbermaster Beaton seems to be smirking in your general direction. Well, if it isn't Yaranthe, you grow more popular with every commission. Take that walnut cane, for example. You remember, don't you? The one you crafted not long ago. It must have left quite the impression on Gerhard, because he has once again requested your services. This time, he'd have you craft an oak longbow, a quality longbow. But I presume you already knew that. Gerhard's squad is considered one of the finest students in the Yellow Serpents. They are oft tasked with dangerous missions, which carry them deep into hostile territory. Our soldiers should never want for the best material. I trust you will not disappoint, Yaranthe. So, a quality oak longbow. This requires 1 oak lumber, crafted using oak logs, 3 of them, 2 ash branches, which you can get by doing some botany in the North Shroud, 1 linen yarn, crafted using 2 flax, and 1 steel ingot, crafted with 1 bomb ash and 2 iron ore. Let's get crafting. Waste not innovation. Touch the wood. And now synthesize the wood. I kind of wish it was a teensy bit more involved in a way. Because, like, obviously a longbow is not going to be crafted by just, like, taking a chisel to some logs and stuff. That said, if it was more involved, I'll probably complaining about it being too involved and then it's a pain in the ass. So, you know, take what you can get. Have you the longbow, Yaranthe? I do. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Some carpenters claim that oak is ill-suited for use in longbows, and that other woods are far preferable. But I would say you've chosen your materials well. This particular specimen is both hard and elastic, and I see no reason to believe it will take a permanent bend. Of course, we have you to thank for that. The finest materials are nothing without a skilled craftsman to mold them. Indeed, this longbow is a testament to your ever-growing skills. Gerhard will approve. You may take it to him at the Adder's Nest. Down here. Carry my saw in a threatening manner. Yaranthe, you that longbow I requested? I do. My word, I see my faith in you is not misplaced. I have a young archer under my command who will be thrilled to receive this. It's of critical importance that my squad keeps its weapons and armor in good shape. Our reconnaissance missions ought to require that we spend weeks in isolation without any form of support. In fact, we'll leave for our next mission on the morrow. Unfortunately, This means I must once again postpone my visit to the guild. If Beaton complains, just give him a piece of quality lumber on my behalf. That should provide ample distraction. He's always been more passionate about his work than anything else. But I imagine you learned that long ago. Until we meet again, Yarente. Bean, I'm sorry, but your friend is not coming to visit again. He said, toot toot, play the flute. Gerhard was satisfied then? Good, good. Another mission? I understand. We are both professionals, with responsibilities that cannot be ignored. Even so, those gives me cause for worry. I do not question his ability as a commander, or as an archer, but irrational as it may be, forgive me, I am cursed with an overactive imagination. It is nothing. Never mind. We shall speak again when next I have a commission for you. Beaton's worried about his friend. Oh, we got a new song. No, this one's much shorter. It's less of a threat than the old one, but still a threat when waving it around while running it towards somebody. Memento Mori. Timbermaster Beaton is staring at you quite intently. Yarente, you devil! If I didn't know better, I'd say Gerhard was smitten with you. He's given you another commission, this time for an oak composite bow. In case you were unaware, such a bow can only be wielded by a master archer, with years upon years of experience in the field. Don't you see? You would craft a bow for Gerhard himself. You want to give this commission your undivided attention, Yarente. While simply crafting an oak composite bow is no small feat, I will not permit you to present anything less than perfection. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now go. Isn't this the second bow in a row that I've made for the Carpenter quest? Watching the video, it'd probably be easier for viewers to tell this, but since I'm like mixing everything together, I'm doing all the characters like at once. Even like I'm doing like all the level 40 quests back to back and such. I don't remember for sure, but I feel like we just did a bow. Oh well. Oak composite bow requires 3 oak lumber, which are all crafted for using 3 oak logs, which are found in the South Shroud using some botany. It also requires 1 beast sinew, which you can just buy from the marketplace in any of the 3 cities. Not the market boards, but like the NPC markets. And 1 Ul'dah horn that you can actually buy from the kobolds. Let's craft! I don't like our percentage on that high quality. I want to try something. Aha! So using Observer level changes the condition to good, and I can get a bonus on basic touch. Or I can get Tricks of the Trade, get more CP. Let's do that one instead. And I can do another basic touch and another standard touch. Alright, 78% chance. Do I want to do that again? No, I don't. We're doing basic synthesis now to try and actually make the darn thing. I mathed that correctly. Come on, give me the odds. Perfect. Only perfection will suffice, Yarente. If you have it, then show me. I've got it. Even experienced carpenters can find constructing a composite bow to be a daunting task, given the complexity of the design and the variety of materials required. The resulting product is well worth the price. This union of wood, bone, and sinew possesses the power of a self bow more than twice its size. This makes it ideal for archers who must travel with minimal supplies and cannot afford to carry heavier equipment. But no matter how much I search, I cannot find flaws in your craftsmanship, your materials, your execution. It is all, for want of a better word, perfect. It comforts me to know that Gerhard will wield this formidable weapon. Deliver it to him with my blessings. I mean, I still think you should go see the man yourself. Like, you're supposed to be friends. One of you needs to be willing to cross the line and actually go visit the other. Greetings, Jarenthe. I believe you have a delivery for me? I do. Now this is a fine bow, worthy of the bow lord himself. The girl will be pleased. I'm sorry, the what? What's that? Oh, Beaton thought this was for me. Oh, no. This is for another one of my archers. I have a perfectly serviceable bow which has served me for many years. Beaton ought to know. He made it. Those were the days. He was the young initiate, I the aspiring serpent. He wasn't always so damn cocksure, you know? Back then, he was full of doubts and questions. The maple longbow he made me might not look like much to you, but to me, it's the perfect weapon. I intend to use it until the day I die. Not that I intend to die anytime soon, of course. Now then, I believe I have a delivery of my own to make. If you'll excuse me, Jarenthe. Well, that's nice. He's using the weapon made by his friend. Very sentimental. But I do wonder, how long have you been using it? Because it sounds like you were like 20 years younger. Maybe only 10. But still. Welcome back, Jarenthe. Was Gerhard well? What? He still used that longbow I made as an initiate? I didn't think he kept it. But a twin-outer captain deserves a far finer weapon. I should have to craft him a new one. Until I die. What nonsense! Surely, that longbow is no more than a mangled stick at this point. If it were to break during battle, he would only have himself to blame. But I cannot stand idly by while he... No. I will give this no more thought. He's an experienced soldier. He knows what he's talking about. He would never be so reckless. Oh, I did not realize you were still here, Jarenthe. You may go. I have nothing else for you today. I want my payment. Oh, right, of course. Gone to the 6th astral moon. Timbermaster Beaton appears to be carrying a heavy burden. Oh, not now, Jarenthe. I have too much on my mind. I do not intend for things to become so heated. Yet Gerhard refused to listen to reason, and I... Oh, never mind. Leave me to my work. If you so desire company, perhaps young Nicolau will serve. Where are they? Oh, right, the kid. Alright, kid, what's your new plan of the chair, Pete? Because I'm sure that's what we're going to be doing, right? He's on a funk again. And I need your help. It sounds like he had a fight with Gerhard about his old bow. I remember you. You're in there, right? Let me guess. Beaton told you to go away again. He's been like that since Gerhard left. He had some commission for the guild, but Beaton wouldn't accept it because of an old bow or something. They were shouting and then beating threw him out. They were both acting like younglings. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe we should talk with Gerhard about what happened. I think he went back to the Adder's Nest. Leave all beating to me. I'll talk some sense into him. Alright, kid. You say so. I'll go talk to Gerhard. You're they. What brings you here? Ah, so you heard about what happened at the guild. It is unfortunate that the children bore witness to our dispute. And even more unfortunate that I must ask you to become involved. My request was intended for the Timber Master himself, but since he has refused me, I have no choice. I need a Cobalt Halberd, a Jade Crook, and a yew Longbow. Your best quality and as fast as possible. This equipment is required for a mission of grave import, which is why I first approached the Timber Master. But you are also a proven artisan, aren't they? So I think I can safely entrust it to you. Nevertheless, I must ask that you present the finished items to Beaton for inspection. If he judges them acceptable, then I will gladly accept. You want to make 3 things? Okay. Level 45 quests are a thing. Alright, let's start with the yew Longbow. It requires 1 rosewood lumber, that's new. Crafted using 3 rosewood logs that I gathered in the East Shroud. 2 yew branches that I got with botany in... Wait, was it yew branch? Oh, also the East Shroud. Wrapped sinew, obtained by killing lindworms. And clove oil from... what's the word? Crafting with cloves. It required 4 of them. Or, oh no, I'm sorry, only 2 of them? Only 2 of them. I don't know, I thought it was 4 for some reason, but that was incorrect. And I got the clothes by doing some botany in Central Fanlan. Let's craft. They all gotta be high quality, which means I gotta do a good job. And if any of these screw up, I will be big time sad. I'm really not liking where our high quality rating is sitting. $74 is considerably better. I need to do tricks of trade and veneration. I'm concerned. I guess that's right. I can use calculations. It'll tell me exactly how much it'll be. I should really keep that open. Oh, looks like that was actually necessary using veneration. Smart. Oh, good. We got the high quality yew Longbow. Next up, the Cobalt Halberd requires 1 Cobalt ingot crafted from Cobalt ore. How many was it? 2 Cobalt ore and 1 iron ore. That's what it took. 1 silver ingot crafted using 3 silver ore, 1 oak lumber crafted with 3 oak logs, and 1 boar leather crafted with 1 boar hide and 1 alumin. Let's synthesize. Waste not innovation. Wait, these are both 100. Wait, what? Why are these both now? Oh, I'm looking at the things wrong. Okay. I was reading the calculations incorrectly. Oh, I'm gonna have to just deal with it because I don't have any CP. Ah, we'll be fine. No, it wasn't high quality. Shit. The odds, they were against me. All right, let's make the Jade Crook first, and we'll see. We'll head over to the marketplace. Oh, I didn't even... Shoot. Quit. Hold on. Jade Crook. How do we craft that? 1 mahogany lumber, crafted with 3 mahogany logs that I obtained by doing botany in Eastern Lenosha. one jadeite from crafting a jade, which I got by mining in Kurthus. One spoken blood from killing lesser Kalongs in... where was that? South Shroud. And one horn glue, which also had to be crafted, using 2 old goat horns that you can just buy from the kobolds. Nice and simple. Let's try and craft it. High quality, please, maybe. Waste not innovation. Oh yeah, we got this one guaranteed. Very nice. Actually, before we go to the market for the Cobalt Halberd, I want to see what I'm short on, if I'm short on any of the materials. Oh, I'm not. Oh, but I might need them for another craft at level 45. That's probably the case. So let's just go to the market board and see if we can just get, see if there's a good one for sale. Basically, I did the craft. I can go try and buy a high quality one. There's no rules here. They didn't want me to do it. They wouldn't let me do it. Tried it once and we failed. And for the sake of time, we're just going to see if we can buy. I mean, look at this. I have 800,000 money right now. And I've still got all of these elegant pieces that I can turn in for money once I feel like doing it. Why am I going all the way up here? Because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. That's why. That's not going to be much worth my time to warp there. Okay, market board. Just to confirm which one I... oh. Yeah, Cobalt Halberd. Actually... no, hang on. We'll buy it first. Or we'll look. We'll look. $56,000. That's pretty expensive. Honestly, I don't want to pay that much, but... I've got plenty of money. Let's just do it. Ugh, that hurts me a little on the inside. Now our old one, when that failed, I'm gonna do desynthesis on this shit. Wonder what it'll give me. High quality cobalt ingot, nice. Well, at least I get that back out of it. Oh, I know a class of that technique. That was a Reaper. That's my favorite melee class. It's so fun. Alright, Beaton, I got 3 things to show you. I feel unnecessary to apologize for my earlier behavior, Yarente. Or, I feel it necessary, rather. It was unbecoming of a timber master. Oh, do you agree to fill Gerhard's order? Very well. Let me see what you have wrought. You chose your bow stabs wisely. I see no imperfections on the yew, which would interfere with performance. The rosewood reinforcements appear solid, and the sinew bowstring is of excellent quality. I have no objection to this bow. And I believe this is the first time I've judged a halberd of your creation. Fascinating weapon halberds. Did you know they were a Hell's Guard invention? Their marauders first used them to repel mounted units. A skilled wielder could easily pull a rider from his saddle, Hellsguard being one of the two playable tribes of the Rogaden. As for this particular halberd, I have no criticisms. In fact, given the quality of the axe blade, I can't help but wonder if you've been studying blacksmithing. I have been. Though, even if you were pursuing other disciplines, this crook proves that you have not neglected your carpentry. The luxurious reddish browns of the mahogany, and the entrancing greens of the jadeite. It is a true expression of Gridanian philosophy, a triumph of craftsmanship made only with the necessary materials. Bravo, Yerinthe. I was wrong to deny Gerhard. Thanks to you, his squad will not suffer from my stubbornness. I only pray that he reconsiders my offer. Ah, yes. Let me proceed with the delivery. Man, poor Beaton. I feel bad for him. Beaton, no objections? Excellent. Then if you would hand me the weapons. When we first met, the quality of your work was already impressive. I must say though, that looking at your most recent products, it's clear even to me that you have grown tremendously, both professionally and personally. Or maybe it's more obvious when contrasted with Beaton's... No, that is hypocritical of me to say. I was wish to blame for as squabble as he. I swear, when we fought, it was though nothing had ever changed. In any case, I thank you for your hard work. This next mission may be our most dangerous yet, and it gives me great comfort to know that my squad is equipped with the finest weapons. It may be some time before I see you and Beaton again. Please give him my regards. I'll save you in 5 levels. Alright, let's go report back to Beaton. Get some new gear out of it. Huzzah. Was it pleased, Yerinthe? Oh, once again he fails to deliver his farewells in person. Yet a soldier must serve and a carpenter must craft. These are the lives we have chosen. I tried to reason with him. I offered to replace his longbow, but he refuses to face reality. That bow will not last another moon, if even that. But my fervent protestations fell on deaf ears. I allowed my temper to overwhelm me. But many things I now regret. When he returns to Gridania, we should have much to discuss. I pray that day comes soon. Okay, let's see here. That is 1 point to control. Jesus. 6 craftsmanship and 1 point to control. And 1 point to control. Okay, these are all minor upgrades. I guess we will take the woolen smock, which I feel like is just another recolor of what we already have. And barely even a recolor. Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. Saving Captain Gerhard. Timbermaster Beaton is in great distress. Oh, Yerinthe! It's horrible! It's so horrible! An officer from the Adosas came to speak with me. In the North Shroud, in the Exiled Territory, they... Gerhard's longbow! I saw the fragments myself. It was the self-same maple longbow I made all those years ago. Which means... Gerhard is... I wish to be alone right now, Yerinthe. Go be with your loved ones or play with the younglings in the acorn orchard. I don't really thought too much about Yerenthe's loved ones. He has parents in a far-off location. Does he have other family? Does he have other people he cares about? I don't have an answer to that. So let's just go play with the kids. That sounds better. Nicolau, I need your help being sad again. Help. Hey, aren't they? It's good you weren't here earlier when Beaton heard the news. He went on a rampage in the workshop, howling like an animal and breaking anything within reach with his bare hands. I don't think we can help him this time. If you want to try, you can give him some really, really good wood. Like, say, best length of rosewood lumber you can make. Maybe that would work? Alright, I'll craft some rosewood lumber. Right now. Oh, this is not good. Hang on a tick. Basic touch. Okay, 74% chance. Veneration. Will that give me... Oh, that gives me just enough points. Yes. Perfect. I was not sure if that was going to work. It relied on multiple forms of luck. All right, Beaton. This is made you not be sad before when I brought you really good wood. Please look at my wood. What? Why have you returned? I told you. I wish to be alone. But I brought you wood. You like wood. This is an exquisite length of rosewood lumber. Truly the culmination of decades of growth and maturation. I know you mean well, Yarente, but it is no use. My thoughts remain with Gerhard. Like a young sapling, he matured into a magnificent tree, only to be cut down before his... Wait, what am I saying? Gerhard was no sapling. He was one of the finest of the scouts. The scouts found signs of a skirmish, but no bodies. Do you not see? He must still be alive. He and his squad are out there somewhere, isolated and likely low on supplies. I know for a fact that he only carries one bow. So if that weapon's been broken, made sure to forfend, he could be defenseless. He must need to be sent a new one straight away. I fear I am in no condition to craft it. In my earlier foolish tantrum, I injured my hand and I lacked the strength to grip a saw. You must be the one to craft Gerhard's bow, Yarente. I beg of you, make him a peerless crab bow and affix to a savage aim materia of the 3rd grade. Once finished, seek out Gerhard and his men of the North Shroud. The fragments of his old longbow were found not far from Ul'dah Springs. If the matron is merciful, you'll find him not far from there. Please, Yarente, you are my one and only hope. Alright, let's get that figured out. We need to make a crab bow. This requires one oak composite bow that I have to do some crafting. And that was made out of 3 oak lumber, 1 bee sinew, and 1 goat horn. There's also an goat horn that I've used for the crab bow, which I bought from the kobolds, 1 green megala crab shell, which you get by killing some megala crabs out in... where were they again? Middle Lenosha. And then 1 red coral that had to fish up in western Lenosha, specifically out near the Isles of Umbra. Let's craft. I hope we get real good luck with this high quality. Okay, we had a good on that. So that was nice. It's gonna take... Oh, dearie me. I'm gonna do veneration. We're gonna do basic synthesis. Okay. Now I can do... Oh, we have... Okay, we're going to do Tricks of the Trade. No. Let's do Basic Touch. 58% chance. Let's do Hasty Touch. Okay. We can get this. Yes! Alright, so now we need to meld materia onto this bow. Where is it? Meld. He wants Savage A Materia 3, which I have right here. Alright, cool. Let's go find Gerhard in the North Shroud somewhere. Imagine if you had to actually go looking around everywhere in the North Shroud for him. Like, realistically, that's what we would be doing. Related to the power of maps and icons. What do you think you're doing here? Take cover, you fool! There are Ixal about! I got a bow for you. Damn it, Yarante! This is no place for a carpenter! I'm also a ninja, a bard, a white mage, a paladin, a botanist. I'm a few things. I can help. A bow? Did Beacon send you all this way just to deliver a bow? He sure did. Gods bless that stubborn fool. I should have listened when he said my maple longbow was at its limit. My thanks, Yarante. If it weren't for you, I don't know what I would have done. Now keep your head down. I have a chieftain to slay. Nya! Right in between the eyes. And back to Beaton. Actually, what does Gerhard have to say? You saved lives this day. I cannot thank you enough, Yarante. Please, let Beaton know that we are fine, and I'll see him again soon. You better. Your best friend was blubbering. Like he was in distress thinking you were dead. You better actually go see him, and not fight. I swear to God, I'll lock you both up in the same room, and lock the door. Acting like children. Heyo. I could kiss you, Yarante. He lives. Gerhard lives. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid. 1,000 times over. I thank you. You came to us as a seedling. Now you are as a heavens pillar. There's naught else I have to teach you. In fact, you inspired me to reflect on my own deficiencies. Minor though they may be, I would be remiss if I neglected personal development. Though you are no longer under my tutelage, I trust you'll continue to hone your craft as well. Best of luck to you, Yarante. Alright, and we get some Carpenter exclusive equipment here. What would be our best improvement? Carpenter equipment give us 2 CP and 7 control. The gloves give us 7 control and 2 CP. Oh, it's going to be the same each time for all of these? Oh, no, the boots! 3 craftsmanship and 10 control. And that's what we want. We also got a funky saw. This includes the Carpenter quest for Final Fantasy XIV, Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must complete the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Carpenter quest will be available from Beaten. This saw is called Uli-Kumi. The F. Oh my god, my armor just is full. Christ. Okay, let me just put this away for the moment. Lord. And his boots. There we go. Look at this honkin' saw. Jesus, why is it shaped like that? Corn servant. It'll be a long time before we get to learn about the Corn servant. But I guarantee you, one day. Unless this series dies before then. Anyways, Carpenters are done.